going on, Jerome's? It's a passer and get the passer league. And also, if you have guys who can cover dudes that the passer is trying to throw to, you're going to be in good shape. That's right. And the Vikings always seem to be in need of some quarterback depth as well as some tip of the spear type corners. And one is just hitting the market in Xavien Howard, baby. Mike Garofalo, go. The Dolphins have informed cornerback Xavien Howard he will be released at the start of the league year, sources tell me and Pete Schrags. The four-time Pro Bowl selection is expected to have significant interest on the market. And, of course, Xavien Howard, as you know, spent his entire career in Miami with 3 years with Brian Flores. That's right. And Howard played some of his best ball in a Brian Flores defense. So bring him here to the great state of Minnesota. Ooh, woo. Let's go. Makes all the sense in the world. Let's talk about Xavien Howard today. Background, he's 30 years young, does turn 31 in July. Ooh, 4th of July. That's right. Independence Day coming right here to Minnesota. 6'1", 203, second round pick in 2016 out of Baylor. Go Bears. And was picked up by the Dolphins. Spent his entire 8-year career there. And what's awesome is you can always look back. So combine testing, RAS, he wasn't great. He wasn't great in the jumps, agility, or even the 40 or his splits. But, of course, that doesn't always tell you the whole thing. Underwear Olympics sometimes can be put off to the side, especially when the guy can just play. And Xavien Howard was certainly that. 8 seasons in Miami, like we mentioned. Total 331 tackles, 29 picks, 95 passes broken up. His best season was with Coach Flo in 2020 when he was a first-team All-Pro, 89.6 PFF coverage grade, which was second in the NFL, 53 quarterback rating when thrown at, which is good. It's pretty damn good. Also led the league with 10 interceptions. Financials wise, Xavien Howard is going to be a little bit older, 31 when the new season comes around, but he still certainly can play. And I think this situation is pretty analogous to when Stephon Gilmore was signed by the Colts in free agency in 2022, and then was subsequently traded to the Cowboys. But Gilmore got a 2-year deal, base value of $20 million, up to 23 with incentives, with 10.51 fully guaranteed. Now, could you see Howard getting 10, 11, 12 million per season? Yes, I certainly could see that. And frankly, with the salary cap going up and the Vikings having some space to play with, I would actually prefer just getting a dude that you know for a fact can play on Sundays and also plays very well in the scheme that the Vikings are deploying on defense. And again, this is not the way to go about things, but it just seems like when the Vikings have sunk significant draft capital in cornerback as of late, it hasn't worked out. So going through recent day 1, day 2 cornerbacks, Mekhi Blackman, prior to USC, no. I think is going to work out. I think he's going to be a stud. But Booth, nope. Evans was benched 7 times last year with Flores. Gladney, rest in power, did not work out. Cameron Tiny Dancer, hold me closer, Tiny Dancer, obviously did not work out either. Mike Hughes, nope. Mac Alexander, he was aight for a little bit, but certainly not the second time around. Trey Waynes was fine. Yeah, and the last good cornerback that the Vikings drafted, rounds 1, 2, 3, was Xavier Rhodes. So you had to go back. I understand 4th round is not day 1 or 2, so don't at me on that, but whatever. But either way, it just hasn't been great. And a large part of that scouting department is still in place, man. And the Vikings cornerbacks, right, meow. So you got Murph, who's a free agent last year. Caleb Evans, sure. Mekhi Blackman, I think, is rising up. And then you got Booth, and that's really it. And what role would Xavien Howard play with the Vikings? Well, mainly plays on the outside, doesn't play a ton of slot, specifically left corner, not really a traveler. And I do think that having him planted on the left side of that Vikings defense, right side of the offense, would do really good things because Blackman is side versatile, and then you could put Murphy in the slot. And frankly, I think having a veteran back there who knows the scheme, has had great success in the scheme, and is still a bit of a ball hawk, certainly would help the Vikings in that regard. So I'm kind of down for it. I'm kind of down for it, man. So Xavien Howard, yes, he's going to be hitting the market, but also it would be beneficial for the Vikings because since he was cut and not an expiring contract, if the Vikings signed him, it wouldn't factor into the 2025 compensatory pick formula. Plus, even though he's being released at the start of the new league year, him and his agent certainly could reach out to the Vikings since it looks like he's going to be out, so that they potentially could have a framework deal in place even before legal tampering. Should be glorious, man, which would be a good time, man. But your thoughts are thoughts. Vikings need to sign recently released Miami Dolphins cornerback Xavien Howard, reunite him with Brian Flores. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.